So anyway, dude. So I went after her, and she looked back at me, and she was like, "You're not Christian Bale."
No.
And I was like,
That story sounded gay.
uh-huh.
But also, here's what's bugging me. Have you ever had someone on the highway, they just cut you off, and then they go like 30 miles an hour slower than you? I feel like that happened like 5 times on my way to Davie today. I want to fucking kill someone.
What'd you do about it?
I slammed on my horn. Like crazy slammed on my horn. But dude, like literally like 5 times, like I had someone like cut me off, and I was going like 80. And then they go like 60. And I'm like, the fuck? Or like they go 70. And I'm like, why did you cut me off to do that?
There would be a lot of times where I'll be on my phone, and because it's like back-to-back traffic, and then naturally like you'll be on your phone for like a couple seconds longer than you should be to catch up with the gaps that form.
There.
And then someone will be like, I need to take that gap. And I'm like, so you're going to get to your final destination 0.2 seconds sooner than me? Like, what was the point of that? Like, I've seen people like fuck up their cars to get in front of me in those back-to-back traffic situations. And I'm like, for what?
If you
to
go,
what end?
Dude, all the way down to Miami and anywhere on the beach, that happens all the time. You can leave like 20 feet, like not that much of a gap, and someone just tries to like go in there. You leave 5 feet and someone just tries to go in there. So fucking stupid.
Just keep going, man. Testify.
Oh, that was pretty much it.
No, just keep going, bro. Just testify. Testify, Nick. Talk about how bad traffic is getting. It wasn't like this 20 years ago.
Honestly, I disagree with you. I think
I want to like slowly put prosthetics on you, like give you an older nose, bigger ears, like every time we cut back. And then eventually you're the old man with the fucking pants to his waist, and you're like,
no, but I mean, I disagree. I think the traffic down here it always kind of sucked. It was never good. It was never good out here.
Like 20 years ago, you don't think, but it's gotten worse for sure.
I mean, I don't think so.
I know mathematically that it's gotten worse because I used to drive southbound in 2022 to get to my job that's in South Dade, and that took me about an hour 10. Now, after in 2024, it's about to be 2 years basically. It takes me an hour and a half on a lot of days. So I know for a fact from personal experience that in parts that has gotten worse. You know what's crazy about highways like Turnpike and like big ones like that?
What?
They're originally designed with kind of a military idea in mind. In case we ever had a war.
Transporting military stuff, right?
They can transport like tanks and stuff.
No, but that was the original purpose for the whole highway system.
Well, even bigger than that. The way that they're constructed, like Turnpike in particular, I'm thinking of, and big like 95, which goes obviously all the way up to New England.
Yeah.
They're constructed in a way that if we ever had a war on the home front, you could literally land planes on the highway. They're tarmacs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes sense. They are big enough, to be honest. So
I learned that. So imagine like there's dogfights over, I don't know, Charlotte, North Carolina, and some guy gets hit, he can land on the tarmac on the highway.
It's kind of cool.
Well, I hope it would never happen, but anything else you want to say about traffic?
Oh, no.
Give the people your solution to the traffic.
Everyone stop driving.
You don't have like an actual idea?
No, I don't. I think people don't utilize public transportation. That's like probably my actual idea. But like, I think it's also because like, I think everyone thinks like Florida public transit, like that sounds like the worst thing ever. But like, you can go a lot of places with public transit over here, bro. Like, I didn't have a car for like a year, bro. Like, I was
talking to this girl the other day over text, and she was calling it the train. She lives in Miami. Like,
I think it is a train. I think it is called the train down there, right? Or is it the subway system?
Shouldn't it be just Miami Metro?
I think it's... No, because my Coconut Grove friend referred to it as like a subway or a train too.
Well, it's definitely not a train. Like, in terms of like the definition of a train, it's definitely not a train.
I didn't say it was the definition, but I think that's what like people down there call it.
I hope nobody calls it that. It's a subway or a metro. That's the only two appropriate things.
No, he called subway and
Or a tram. You can call it a tram too.
No, he called subway and train.
Well, he's wrong about the train part. Him calling it that is not correct. That's
the same when people down there call it.
No, but I'm saying, what is the on the website? What does the website say?
I think it's the Metro. I think Miami People Mover, Miami Metro, or Miami something.
Yeah, those are all appropriate. It's not a train. So don't be calling things what they're not, people. That's the moral of the story. I'd like to see them make more highways, honestly. I don't know why they think that the same amount of highways that we had in 1990 is good enough for 2024.
I don't think South Florida needs more roads or highways.
Yeah, but we can just keep building like bigger highways on top of one another, like mega highways, you know?
Dude, do you know how like little the public transportation is used here?
But I don't want, but
It's
public
pathetic.
transportation sucks. I don't want that.
It does not suck. It can easily get you from A to B.
I don't like public transportation. I'm glad no one's using it.
That's because you're a germaphobe.
No, I just don't like. I just don't.
You're
think,
like the biggest germaphobe without being like.
I think owning a car is a sense of adulthood. It's a sense.
I didn't say don't own a car.
It's a sense of autonomy, and for very specific situations like in New York, I would say absolutely use the subway system.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like
No, but I didn't say
we shouldn't be brushing over a problem with spending crazy amounts of money on another thing. Like the real issue is just, I mean, think about it. In 50 to 100 years, we're going to need new highways anyway, so we might as well start building them now, right?
No, but dude, like.
But am I wrong on that?
I
Unless
think-
you think we're going to have flying cars in 100 years.
I do think you're wrong. We should use public transport more. Like, I'm not talking about like don't own a car, and like obviously when I'm going like Boca to Davie, like
You sound like a beta male right now.
no, like
You
obviously
sound
when
like a soy boy.
when you're in Boca to Davie, like you gotta fucking drive. Like, there's no way you're getting to Davie without it taking 30 hours or spending $500 in Ubers.
Bro, I want to buy a diesel truck. The other day, diesel was only 20 cents at my local gas station, 20 cents more expensive than regular unleaded.
You broke ass bitch. I don't think you ever get a diesel car.
Diesel truck. Dude, if it goes at this pace, regular gas is going to outpace diesel.
Dude, everything goes in cycles.
I'm going to be on a big old diesel truck. It goes in cycles, but then eventually at one point it shoots up. Does that make sense? Like $1 was the standard for the longest time, and then $2 became the standard after bouncing around for a little bit. So there's a cycle, and then all of a sudden it shoots up,
Dude,
and now there's a new standard.
I saw $7 in gas, and then like within the next 2 years, I paid like less than $3 a gallon.
Administrations change, and with that comes price changes.
No, bro. Everything in the market, every price just goes.
You realize prices will just naturally increase because of inflation anyway.
Yeah.
It'll go back to $7 at one point because of inflation.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go back to $7.
Yeah, but $7 won't feel like what $7 feels
But I'm
like
sure
today.
it'll go down below 3 at one point too.
If it goes down below 3. The worst part is the gas spoils. Otherwise, bro, I would buy like I'd buy like 100,000 gallons and just hold on to it when it gets under 3. Be chilling.
Yeah, if only it worked like that. If only it worked like that.